No matter how many languages you speak, no matter how well you speak them, your brain still processes your first language differently. A recent study looked at the brains of 25 polyglots, people who speak or sign 5 or more languages, as they listened to spoken clips of different languages being spoken. 16 of the participants were hyperpolyglots, which means that they speak more than 10 languages, and one even spoke 50 languages. No previous study has ever worked with so many polyglots. It's a polyglot study, so to speak. The participants listened to clips from their native languages, languages that they learned later in life, and languages that were completely unfamiliar to them. Moreover, some of the unfamiliar languages were closely related to languages they already knew, so kind of like Italian and Spanish, while the rest of the unfamiliar languages came from completely unrelated language families. The researchers tracked how participants responded to each of these languages using fMRI, which measures blood flow throughout the brain, showing how active each part of the brain is during a task. They found that no matter what language participants heard, the same brain regions were active, which are the same brain regions we see light up when monolingual speakers listen to language. The more familiar that person was with the language, the greater the brain response. Brain activity also got intense when they heard languages closely related to ones that they already knew, presumably because their brains were working overtime to pick up on the similarities between the languages. There was one huge exception to this though. When participants heard their native tongue, their first language, the language regions of the brain were quieter than for any other language, even when participants were fluent in those other languages. So this research suggests that less brain power is needed to process the languages we learn early in life. This is probably because we expend less cognitive energy on tasks we're experts at. We've reached peak cognitive efficiency for our first language. If you want to learn more about how language works, give me a follow.